They are still living in their houses. Though every house has a duplicate copy that they live in. So we live in the physical one, they live in the spiritual side of it. That's the same on the same spot. Nothing changes. So there is nothing like cosmic joke.
All right, thank you for that clarification, because it is something I see, and I said, let me ask that. A lot of people do say this, that we don't even know why we are here and all of that. So that is why I said, let me ask you this question. Now, that will bring me to asking you that what can we say can give our life as a creation a meaning?
Thank you very much. Like I said before, the life we are living, we just saw ourselves here. You never applied to come to your father, your mother. You don't even know where you have been before. We just find ourselves. There was this love exchange of Maharaj Ji between your mother and your father, or my mother and my father. And that love was what catapulted you into this world. That little kata that went into your mother, as at the time love was expressed. That is why the world is created, for the showing of love. But unfortunately, that is the scarcest commodity in the world. What we have instead are negativities: greed, desire, hatred, jealousy, and everything negative. But what Maharaj created the whole world for is for us to show love to one another. It is only by receiving the divine knowledge that you can come to understand what love is all about. It's only Maharaj that loves all of us. We are involved in what you call infatuation, pretending to love. We don't really love. Sometimes somebody comes close to you and says, I love you. He's looking for the material in your hands. If you get that material, or your money, or occupies a position that you are, you may be jealous, and wants to occupy that position you occupy because you are getting something perquisite from there. And that is why you come in closer, so that he can be eating from you. He's a lazy person. So we are here with the intention of coming to really find out who gave us this life. Who actually gave us this life? Who gave us this body? Because there is no Betsy that wants to give birth to a child. You carry a leg from somewhere and put it inside your wife's stomach. There is nobody. It was that speck that came from the man, which is the husband or the father-to-be, that developed into a piece of blood, from blood to a piece of meat with bones, the eyes, everything was straightened out, and they may resemble the mother, resemble the father, and invariably a child is born after 9 months, or a little beyond that one, if there are no problems. Yes, if there are problems. So that is how we came here. We started growing, and nobody has even added anything, just the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the sun that shines. Everything, the 7 elements are working inside us. And these are areas where we can experience the love of Sir Guru Maharaj Ji in our world. Because if you are cold, you enter the sun, you experience some heat. That is part of Maharaj's love. If you are thirsty, you drink water, which is free of charge. You can't buy water continuously, the one that is good for your system. If you take any poison water, you have problems. What of the air that you are breathing? You experience the love of Guru Maharaj Ji. Maharaj Ji is showing love through these 7 elements of creation and the 7 pillars of creation. And he has also given to us the ancestors, people that actually gave birth to us. Before we knew our deities, we knew our gods, we knew our oracles. But now, today, all that is lost because of the existence of religion that actually diverted and disoriented us from our ways of following the Creator. And when you meet with the Creator, he will show you that is the purpose of life. And when you now know, he will give you your life back through divine knowledge. From then, you now start to worship him, because the dictionary defined religion, which we now belong to, Islam, Buddhism, Stoicism, and all that, as the search and identification of a superhuman power in person and the worship of such a power. That is how they define in Advanced Learner's Dictionary, how they define religion. You have varied here and there. And even our traditional system has been compromised. We don't even follow our ways, our tradition, and our culture anymore. We now imbibe Oyibo's culture that is very foreign here. You see people opening their breasts, opening women, opening their pants. Some people wear bikini. They wear all those kind of things that look very sad, as if somebody has gone berserk, and which is unfortunate. This is what we are going through. It is Maharaj Ji that gives you the purpose of life, the goals of life. What we are searching instead, I want to buy a car, I want to marry, I want to build a house, I want to train my children. After that one, the children will run away from the parents and leave them at home, and there is nobody to take care of them again. Some are in America, some are in Britain, some are in New York, some are everywhere, just scattered, and nobody to take care of the man. This is the purpose of life, is to meet Maharaj Ji, because we are like rivers. The river runs from the upper course to the lower course, gathers a lot of moss and pushes them inside the ocean. That is how the river moves. So every human being that is giving birth to, our source is Guru Maharaj Ji. Our source and the purpose of coming is to meet Maharaj Ji. So we go ahead and search for him. When we now see him, we unite with him like the river unites with the ocean. And everything becomes anew. And that is the heaven he has brought for us. So you start to experience all the good things the kingdom has for you. Like they said in the scripture, seek ye the kingdom of the Creator, and every other good thing shall be added. So that is the purpose.
All right. So some people are saying that they find their own existence of their being, maybe in relationship they have, and some they find their own existence in their personal growth. I want to ask, what is your take in those that believe in their own relationship with people, and also those that believe their existence can only be ascertained by their personal growth?
Personal growth?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean, personal growth.
Question is not clear.
Okay. I was asking you that what gives our life a meaning?
What gives
our life a meaning? So I was just giving you answers of people that they were saying they believe that it is in their relationship with people and also with their own personal growth. That is when they can actually account that, okay, my life has a meaning because of some growth I have gotten in this life that I am. So I'm just asking that, what is your take in that opinion?
Personal growth
and relationship with people.
It's like this. Normally, every one of us came through our parents. At the beginning, we depended on sucking our mother's breast, father going to look for something for mother to eat so that he can give you breast to eat. And that is the beginning of it all. Every other person has gone through that processes. And you eat, you grow. Because as you start to become somebody, when it's time for you to go to kindergarten school, they prepare clothes for you, and they prepare books for you, and you take you to teacher. You experience one thing or the other. You grow up gradually until you reach teenage age. You still depend on people that you meet, depending on the type of people you meet. If you are taken to a zoo and you stay with animals, you behave like an animal. Of course, that is what it is. So you grow up and you become whatever you become. If you have parents that they are well-to-do, because you have the brain of a human being, which has been put there already by the Creator. It is not people you relate to that will give you a new brain. No way. It is the teacher that will depend on the brain you are carrying from your father and your mother's chromosomes that will make you to become an intelligent or a dullard, isn't it? So depending on your growth, depending on how you decide to learn, like a small child that is suckling breast, and he's suckling breast, he doesn't find it easy. Sometimes you put the breast in his mouth, he pushes it out. And you have to try to encourage the child, make it sweet, make something that will encourage it for the child to develop and grow. Even when a child is born, until you pack the child, you will not cry. If it does not cry, it's a stillbirth. You can't use that one. It's dead. You go and throw it away. So depending on what the creation has put there already, you can't change it. That any person at the age of birth is already mature to grow, develop like the corn you plant. When it's not the day you plant a corn, that it will start to produce corn. And it's not the same day that it will start to produce cobs of maize. You say plant one grain, you see millions of whatever you call it coming out of it. So this is what it is. And we human beings, it is everything has been put inside man by the Creator that day that the inception take place between man and woman. So you grow like the corn, you grow like the mango, and you start to see the bee itself. The bee that is just producing honey as it is busy every day, running everywhere, but at the end of the year, you see bee combs coming out, and you have to go and milk that one, and you have honey. And it is the Creator that created everything to be like that. So it is you too. So what you grow is not your self-development. If you are not supposed to be, you can't be. That is it. So that is why you need to meet with Creator, because along the line, we have forces that exist. And Maharaj Ji is in charge of these forces, positive or negative. Anyone that exists, Maharaj Ji is the one that is in control. If you happen to live in a place that are infested with negative forces and they are stopping you from growth, it's Maharaj Ji, when he gives you divine knowledge, you'll be able to see who is who. You call Satan, Satan, Satan. We are the people that are Satan to ourselves. There is no other person doing it. So it is Maharaj Ji that will give you the leeway to know who is behaving well, who is not behaving to type, and who has exceptional marine forces power, Ogbanji power, Emere power, that are blocking your way from centuries. And they continue to do it because they don't want you to become as a child of light. Today, the light is here. The divine kingdom has been established in Nigeria, and Nigeria is the new holy land of the universe. And that is why everything is unfolding gradually since 1980. Maharaj Ji came to this place.
Thank you very much for that question. So I was able to get all the answers that has to do with that.
Thank you very much.
So we'll be concluding, because our time is fast spent, on alignment of purpose. I do ask these questions, but each time I do get answers that would lead people that are listening to it. Now, can we find our purpose in exploring values? Can we find it in passion? And can we find it in impact? Where exactly can we find our alignment of purpose?
Alignment of purpose.
Yes. Is it by exploring values of what is around us that is being created? Or is it by the passion that we have towards things that is being created? Or is it by the impact that we make on what is being created?
No, it's like this. The major thing that you'll be talking about, the purpose of life, first and foremost, for every human being, man and woman, child or whatever, is to look for his maker. Your purpose rests with your maker. By the time he gives you knowledge, that is what I was describing earlier on.
Okay.
You can now go in and meditate so that you can align with the purpose of your coming. If you are supposed to be an inventor, through the practice of knowledge, you get to know that you are an inventor.
That would be falling on passion.
Yes, not necessarily passion. It's not passion of it. It's what is in depth in you. It's created with you. It's innate. It's an innate endowment given to you by the Creator. So you see, some people invent machines. Some people invent all the things that the Creator has made that are everywhere. The river is full of inventions. Machines come from there. You can see them. From the sky, they come from everywhere. And anything you want to do, even a car you want to invent, Maharaj Ji will show you. So that is how you can align with your purpose. So if you are here, you are supposed to be a farmer, then you go and become a carpenter, you can't make it. Yes. If you are here, you are supposed to be a driver of a truck, and you start to drive a keke napep, you can't make any headway. And if you are here as a medical doctor, and it is to be given to you, just like I did in the case of my son. He was doing engineering, and engineering people were not getting jobs. I say, go in and meditate as he received divine knowledge. And he meditated. He was shown that he's working in the hospital. Today, he's a consultant in FMC in Yenagoa, because he listened and he meditated. Maharaj Ji showed him that he's a medical doctor, and he took it upon himself. And along the line, when he was training, there were difficulties. Even getting admission was difficult, but he got it. After that one, while he was going through the process, some medical doctors were wicked. They were cutting some people off by the age 5 in medical school. So along the line, Maharaj Ji corrected everything, and he made the 2 of my children to become medical doctors. Today, the one is already a consultant, the other one is almost getting there now, a woman. So what am I trying to say? Your alignment of purpose rests with Guru Maharaj Ji. When you come with him and you meditate, Maharaj Ji will show you who you are. If you don't know who you are and you are doing another person's job, you can't make a headway. You can become a carpenter, and actually your job is supposed to be a tailor. It's Maharaj Ji that will show you that this way you are supposed to make it. You can come to Guru Maharaj and say, go and sell bread. Before you know it, that bread you are selling, you start to buy trailers of flour from the north to make bread. And they start to supply you, have bread all over the place. You say, go and sell granite. Before you know it, you are carrying trailers of granite coming from the north. They will give it to you because that you have listened to the why you are here. And now it will give you the goal of life. And you become a very big man in a very big way. So if you are an inventor, the same thing goes. If you are a lecturer in the university, you can combine so many things. You can be anything based on what knowledge teaches you. This is how to align your purpose with the Creator.
And that is very, very inspiring. So, how can the human race, how can they connect to where they belong, even if they've derailed from their path?
Yeah, very easy now. Now that the Creator is here, he's the maker of everything made. He's here, and all the purpose of man here is to look for his maker. If you look for your maker, your creator, your owner, and your designer of everything you needed in creation, once you meet with him, you fall back to who you are supposed to be, because you are not this body. The real you is that soul inside you, and that soul inside you is Guru Maharaj Ji. That's the engine house of man that makes him to achieve so many good things in life. And that is where the invention starts. And that is where the manipulation of the forces of darkness also begins in the spiritual world. So once you meet with Guru Maharaj Ji, he will unite you and you become above human destruction, above human manipulation. You become immortal and you stay with Maharaj Ji till eternity, because he's the owner of eternity. He's the one that gives it to you. So anytime Maharaj Ji comes again, you reincarnate with Guru Maharaj Ji. Anywhere in the world, anytime he comes, you are around with him and you continue to do the services of saving the creation. Like he's here now, he has, for the past 46 years, been in Nigeria trying to remake the world. Now the battle has been won and he has taken over from the forces of darkness, and now he's in charge fully and he has won the war. 5th of January was when this announcement was made. So for now, anywhere you belong, Chitoism, Sarkism, or Confucianist, any kind of thing that you call yourself you belong, or all court arrangements that are all over the world, you come to Guru Maharaj Ji. Because that is the purpose of his coming, to bring his children together, to work with him in goodness, to achieve the purpose of a divine world. Because if you look very closely at the world now, there is so much corruption. There is so much hatred. You see people manufacturing nuclear weapons to kill this one, kill that one, and they are selling weapons to nations. And that is why they are interested in order to sell weapons so that they can start killing each other. And all the wars that are going on, it is the life they don't know how to create that they are destroying. Why are they doing that? Because they want to have a standard of living beyond that of the black man. And that is why we should wake up. Wake up and know that, hey, we need to produce things we are eating. We need to eat what we are producing, instead of depending on importation from America, from Ukraine, from Britain, from everywhere. Or every person that wants to do business is to go to the port and wait for what is coming from abroad. We don't want to do anything. The little things we are doing here, the cattle Fulani men will not allow us. They are killing us in our farms. They are killing us in our houses. They are destroying our place. They go and pull your cassava from your farm and give to cow to eat. And they say the grasses are no longer available, that it was everything. If you complain, they bring AK-45, they are wielding all over the place and start killing you. That is what we are going through. That's what Maharaj Ji has come to stop. And that is why the people that are there now, even Trump is interested in Nigeria because he knows that the creator is here. He even went to the extent of saying that he wants a third term so that he can bring America to golden age. Nigeria is where the golden age is. Nigeria is the nucleus country of the world. And so Maharaj Ji has brought it and made Nigeria the new holy land of the universe. All the other old holy lands have become moribund. They have become plastic monuments. Because when you go there, go to Israel and see what is happening there. How they are killing Palestinians, how they are killing the other people. And they are even fighting with the other adjoining nations like Iran and whatever you call it.
Okay, sir. I said thank you very much for the explanation because our time is fast spent and it's no longer on our side.
Thank you very much.
All right, so please can you tell them once again your name for giving us this and inspiring opening this?
My name is Service Premier Professor Mogoke Agba Oluwaseun Onire Obaga.
All right, thank you very much. And you have it there, everyone listening to the frequency 101.5 FM JDN radio. It's a Guru Maharaj Ji half hour, and we were able to cover human race, alignment, and also creation today. So join us tomorrow for another interesting episode of Guru Maharaj Ji. So he would like to call out a number in case you have one or two things to say.
Call them, you have them.
Okay, sir.